distracted, you forget about things, and you don't do things the way you're supposed to be doing it. So I was showing you guys how I was raising the rear suspension here on the 97 Mexican Beetle, and I went ahead and I was tightening this up and I was raising up the arm, trying to show you guys what you need to do to get it on, and totally forgot that I need to put bolts in here first before I do this. So, it happens, mistakes happen, and that's why I did the live video, so you guys can see that you know I make mistakes too, just like anybody else does. So here's the issue with this, and I don't really think you have an issue at all if you're lowering the suspension because you don't have the tension on it. But when you're raising it, it's a whole different story. And sometimes if you're at stock height, you've got a little bit of this issue. But this is an issue when raising the Beetle. So we've got to get this spring plate over the perch that's down here. So it's sitting out a little bit. The problem is there's an extreme amount of tension on this, and there's a rubber bushing in here. So this rubber bushing is going to deform because of the tension. So this cap, which has another rubber bushing on the outside, goes over and bolts in 4 different places. This is what holds everything together. Problem is, unless you start these when there's no tension on it, you're not going to be able to align this when you're raising the car. So what I had to do, I ran into this problem last time. In order for everything to fit together and to work, you can only put 3 of them. I got some longer bolts, and if you can see here, I've got 2 different washers, a large washer and a small washer. Well, what these do, and especially this washer here, the larger one, when you screw this together, you bolt it together, these larger washers go right to the edge of this plate in all the corners, and it keeps it centered and it keeps it flat. So you want to get these just snugged up, so evenly, that's important, evenly snugged up until you get this plate above that bottom screw hole. Once you do that, then you'll be able to put the last one in. And what I do is I keep these in until I get everything tight, and then one by one I'll replace it with the ones that were in there originally, which are these. So let me give you a comparison. So this one up here is what was in there. These are not the original bolts. The original ones have like a taper on them, but this car, pretty much everything's been swapped out. Previous owners have done. But if you can tell, these are a little bit longer, and it's like that because of how far out this is sitting. We want to make sure we get enough bite on them. I would also suggest too that you clean up your threads in here, put some anti-seize in there so that you don't have any problems. But I'm going to go ahead and get these tightened in. Hopefully I won't make any other mistakes and forget to do things. But I'm going to get on that, and then I'll update you once we're getting a little bit closer.